Hi, I'm Peggy Kelly with the Mighty Santa Paula Times and the News, and today I'm bringing you Bob Allen of KADYTV.net. Usually Bob's behind the camera, and he's the one that makes all these broadcasts possible. And today he's making the news himself. He's not only helping with the news, but he's making the news with a very unique partnership that he's forged with the Santa Paula Unified School District and the Santa Paula Chamber of Commerce. And Bob, thank you so much for joining us up front, as it were, in front of the camera.
Real pleasure, Peggy, okay?
Yeah,
Normally it's a little strange appearance, but what you and I have been trying to do, okay, and somehow we got together in Santa Paula. I have been working with live streaming of high school sports for the last 12 years, okay? What we're looking to do now is that CSUN last year announced that they are going to offer a degree in sports broadcasting and journalism. What we're attempting to do is working with the high school and the community college to create a pathways program whereby the students will get credit for being the announcing team for the football team at Santa Paula. There will be a paid internship at Ventura County Community College, Ventura College East, okay, where we will have a paid internship program for students that have graduated from Santa Paula High School previously, okay? So we worked out some arrangements with the Chamber of Commerce, John Marquez, okay, and I have been for the last 15 years one of the top sellers on eBay, and I have a license to sell Maryland Merlot wines on eBay.
So this fits in because we're segueing into fundraising. Is that what we're doing?
Exactly right. The real question that everybody asks right away is, how do we pay for this paid internship program? Well, besides grants, I want to do something that gets this started. So I have been a major seller on eBay since 2005, have a license to sell Maryland Merlot wines, and basically have a nice collection of over 300 wines that I am working with the chamber to get started on a weekly auction. And the net proceeds will be going into the Sports Broadcasting and Journalism Academy that we hope to start at Santa Paula High School.
That's wonderful. So, and the chamber is going to be the receiving agent, as it were, and all the funds will go directly to the high school for this program.
Exactly right. Okay, so what we're trying to do is create something where the local community has an opportunity to support the first broadcast academy in Ventura County at Santa Paula High School, okay? And what that is going to do, besides some of the other things that are happening that I've been working on with, broadband, and stuff like that, that this is a time really to sit back, look at how we can do things together as a community, as we have, trying to bring local news to the Santa Paula community. So, this is a message to chamber members who will be seeing it. This is a program where the net proceeds of every purchase or every weekly auction that we run will be going to the new nonprofit being started by the chamber with specific use for the Sports Broadcasting and Journalism paid internship program. So we're going to work together to get things started, to show and be ready when sports start, that we're going to have teams ready to do those broadcasts.
Oh, that's wonderful. Yeah, that really would be wonderful. And you've got a certain time to do it too, because of the fact they don't expect sports to start till the end of the year. Football, maybe.
Exactly right.
I think they're checking into now. why don't you tell people a little more what Marilyn Monroe wine is? I mean, it's more than a wine. It's a collector's item for an icon. She was just, everybody loved Marilyn Monroe.
I know. In 1982, somebody who I got to know was a friend, an attorney, Roger Richmond, helped pass the Celebrity Rights Act, which prevented people from using memorabilia from deceased, celebrities, okay, without paying the family back a little money. A couple, Bob and Donna Holder, had moved up to Napa, and they, with other people, started making a Christmas gift to give to everybody through the wineries. And they put that original red velvet nude picture on the first one, okay? Then in 1982, basically they signed an agreement with Roger Richmond and the Marilyn Monroe family to basically start bottling Marilyn Merlot wines.
Oh, that's such a great name too.
They were going for really high quality products. So at the time, like the first vintage was in 1985. It sold for like $29, okay? And it was a really good wine, got everything. And a lot of people bought some of the 400 cases, but some of them were not drunk. And what's happened is that each year they put a different picture of Marilyn Monroe on the label, as you could see in the background here.
Yeah,
okay. And this is from 1985. Right. This is from 1985 to 2004. Well, in 1985, they only produced 400 cases of wine. You have a bottle today that's worthwhile. It's worth much, much more than that. Wow. Another one, which I happen to have,
thousands of dollars, correct?
It's worth $38. It's worth $3,800 today.
Wow.
A full bottle of wine. So what's happened is that every year they launch the new vintage on June 1st, which is Marilyn's birthday. So each year it gets a new vintage. And not until 2000 did they start making a lot of wine for consumption, where people were drinking it, right. But still people kept it because this makes a beautiful wall decoration, in someone's house, somebody coming in. Plus, can you imagine if you purchased one of those bottles at that time? Its value has gone up tremendously. So what we're looking at doing is basically asking people, help support a new concept that we have by giving to a nonprofit, but getting something in return.
Oh, absolutely. And of course, I'm sure though they'll also just accept direct donations too. So I mean,
well,
it'd be great to get the wine. Don't get me wrong, but
yeah. Yeah, and well, I've always been a believer. My dad taught me one thing, okay? Always make a deal where everybody walks away from the table happy. And here is something where I'm going to be ecstatic if we can get funds to start this program, okay? And in reality, the students are going to be excited, okay?
Absolutely.
Well, instead of just asking somebody, hey, could you give us money for this? Here's something in return. To me, that's the best kind of deal that can. And it was the way I was brought up. So everybody who's watching this and has taken the time to see it, I hope that if you're a local Ventura County resident and wanting to help kids in high school start something new during this pandemic, here's your opportunity to do so.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And they'll basically, once they go ahead and the chamber's going to go ahead and send this out to its membership. Now, when do you think you're going to actually launch the auction? The first
Oh, it'll
auction?
be in August.
Okay, great. And then
Yeah,
they'll
no, we're going to
follow up.
start it.
Sure, the chamber will follow up with the link to the auction, and then that way people can link right through.
Absolutely. Trader Harry's, okay, is my e-commerce store, and Trader Joe's brings, goes around the world and brings everything to your community. Trader Harry's takes everything from our community and gets it out to the rest of the world.
Yeah, I like that.
Thanks so much.
I like that.
Thanks so much, Peg. I really enjoyed it. Yeah.
Yes, and I'm so delighted to have you, Bob, because like I said, you're always behind the camera, and you help all of us in front of the camera, and it's delightful. And I know you're very dedicated to the community, and it certainly shows. And you certainly attract beautiful women, because look at that backdrop. So what more do you want?
Well, look what I'm walking around.
T-shirt too. Oh my gosh, yeah, that's great. Well, like I said, Marilyn Monroe's just she's always been an icon. I've never met anyone that didn't say, I just love Marilyn Monroe. So
yep.
This Marilyn Merlot is a great way to keep that icon alive, as it were, and just she would get a big kick out of it too, even though she might have preferred champagne. But what can you say? Well, Bob, anything you'd like to add, or?
No, I thank you very, very much for taking the time.
Thank you very much. Okay, and wonderful seeing you, and good luck, and we'll catch up with it after you get it launched.
You got that.